Art is all about expressing an idea. The idea is something that happens in people's brains. The way it's expressed is artistic. The actual putting it together, that takes a craftsman.
I think, art and culture is immensely important in New Zealand, and I think it's a really big part of our country and the success of our country. I mean, we're doing incredibly well.
So the first experience I remember is singing Mud, Mud, Glorious Mud at intermediate school. For some reason that's stayed with me.
And people who appreciate art are people who walk around and see something artistic and say, I got that idea.
My first artistic memory would be of seeing this sculpture of a hand that Corbusier did in the city that I grew up in Chandigarh in India. And then the second most memorable artistic memory, I suppose, would be of a Ralph Hodery work that I saw in Wellington as a kid.
But the significant experience for me was when I was doing carousel at Rangitoto, and it was our final bow for the final performance. I was playing Carrie, and I remember taking my bow and just thinking, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It just went ka-clunk.
I love the visual arts. Oh, no, I love all sorts of arts. I love going to the theatre, I love going to the gallery. One of the coolest things that I did actually in my career was MC the reopening of the Auckland Art Gallery last year. And what an honour.
At primary school, I can remember visiting Sam Hunt's place in Bottle Creek on the Papanui Inlet. And I think it was a grown-ups party, but there were a few kids hanging around, and Sam Hunt recited some poetry, which at I think a relatively tender age then was quite something to behold. Sam Hunt in full flight.
Being a mother of 3 from the suburbs, people like me like to be swept away, we like to be taken to New York and Europe, or to the heavens with whatever art form we're going to.
People talk about culture this and culture that. For me, essentially it's culture explains where we've come from, what we're doing now, and our hopes and aspirations for the future.
The arts are important to New Zealand because it's an expression of self. It pretty much identifies us as a race and as a people. Nowhere else in the world will you find the type of cultural arts, performance art. You wouldn't find that anywhere else except here in Aotearoa.
So the arts are vital to any culture, to any society. They help define who the people are. They tell stories. It's a tool, a technique by which we can express ourselves and really see who we are to the world.
We need to see ourselves represented in all versions of storytelling, whether it be art or drama, dance. It gives us hope, it gives us inspiration, it gives us joy, it gives us time out from our own lives. And I think no matter how bad things go in the economy or in the world around you, we always want to be told a bedtime story, and the arts is kind of like the grown-up version of having a bedtime story told at you. Somehow it makes it all right, and we've just got to support it and have it continue to inform us and embrace us and support our journeys as being New Zealanders.
Art is culture, and culture is who we are, essentially. So art holds up a mirror to us. It might show us where we've been or where we've come from, and really good art can hint at where we're going. And it's a form of societal communication that creates our culture. Without art, we aren't really anything.